I'm Piyush Sharma, year 15CS276, and today we are going to do the 10th experiment of networking lab, which is packet capture and traffic analysis with Wireshark. So this is the Wireshark software, and this Wireshark is basically used to capture the sending and receiving of the packets through a particular network, and it also gives us the detailed analysis of the traffic. So these are the particular questions we are going to answer today. So examine the frame for the first DNS packet sent by the client. Identify the MAC and IP address of the client. So I've already answered the questions here, as you can see here. So this is just the basic thing I wanted to show you, but all the answers are already here. So Ethernet 2, it is given here. I'll show you where to find that here. This part is used to answer this question. It gives the MAC and the IP address of the client. Then what is the content of the type field in the Ethernet frame? So what is the content in the type field of the Ethernet frame? This is the content of the type field in the Ethernet frame. Destination, source, and type. Examine the IP header for the DNS packet sent by the client. In the IP header for the DNS packet, which is the header length, what is the total packet length? So we have to find the packet length. So total length is given here. See, total length, header length, and it also gives the flags and time to live and TTL and protocol UDP and all. Then identify the protocol type field. What is the number of type of the protocol in the payload? So it is arrival time, April, what time the packages are being sent and received. Everything is given here. As you can see here, frame. Okay, let me show you in the Wireshark where it is. Yeah, as you can see here, this is the arrival time inside the frame, inside the first option. So the first one, we have the detailed information about the time the packets are being sent and received. Now the next question is, examine the UDP header of the first DNS packet sent with the client. Identify the client ephemeral port number and the server well-known port number. What type of the application layer protocol is in the payload? So we'll tell the protocol which is being used here, and the length, and the checksum and everything, source port and the destination port numbers. So as you can see here, for the particular message I got this port number and this destination port number for the source and the destination port number. Then confirm the length of the field in the UDP header is consistent with the IP header length format. UDP length is equal to total length minus header length, which is 71 minus 20. 51 is equal to 51, therefore consistent. Examine the DNS query message in the DNS packet sent to the client. When the field indicates whether the message is a query or response, domain name system. What information is carried in the body of the query? What is the query transaction ID? And identify the carry, the type, and the class of the query. So this is the answer for these questions. It is query. The ID is 0xacb6, and the query type is type A, class in. As you can see here, transaction ID, flags, questions and answers, and everything is given here. Then label and count and everything is given here. Okay, then consider the packet that carries a DNS response to the above query. What should the Ethernet and IP address of the packet be? This is the IP address of the packet, and what is the size of the IP packet and UDP datagram that can be responded. It is 10370. We are finding all this data from this particular software. If you look properly through this, you can find the answers to all the questions. Now identify the frame that carries the first TCP segment of the three-way handshake that sets up the connection between the HTTP client and server. What source Ethernet and IP addresses do you expect in the segment? This is the TCP, this is the source and the destination IP addresses. And what is the length of the TCP segment? Internet, you'll find this here, different services, total length. Yeah, you can find it here. The flags and the total length of the TCP IP. Then find the hex character that contains the synchronization flag bit. Flags. Now you have to find the synchronization flag. So you'll go to flags, which is in here. As you can see, reserved. It is not set. It is set. It is not set. Then you have to find the synchronization flag, right? It is here for TCP flags. It is not set. Yeah. Identify the name that carries the second segment of the three-way handshake. So you found this data from the above, from the Wireshark software, and it is given there. The time delta from previous captured frame will be 1 point something seconds, and the time data for previous displayed frame will be something seconds, 1 point something seconds. Before examining the captured packets, specify the values of the following fields in the frame. Source and destination addresses are in the type field in internet frame. Destination is this thing, and the source is this IP address, type IPv4. Okay, let me show you here. Type IPv4, source and destination addresses here. Then what is the length of the TCP segment? It is 117. What is the initial sequence number for the connection from the server to the client? What is the maximum segment size? Sequence number is 134, window size there is 7596, and calculated window size is 7596 only. Identify the frame that carries the HTTP GET message. Examine what are the lengths, the TCP segments, and payload. So this is the version 4, differentiated services field and identification. Payload length is equal to 273.128, which is 253. Then using Wireshark, capture the ping protocol and examine the services of the ICMP packets. Examine the IP packet that carries the first ICMP echo request. What is the destination IP addresses in the IP packet? What is the protocol type? What is the time to live? Here everything is given. This source, destination, ICMP, and the time to live. The next examine is ICMP message. What is the ICMP message type? What is the message identifier and sequence number? So this is the identifier and the sequence numbers, and the checksum is also given, and the type is 8. Now what are the sources and destination addresses of the IP packet that carries the first ICMP echo reply? What are the protocol type and the time to live? Time to live is 120 and the protocol type is ICMP1, and source and destination address is also given. So now examine the ICMP reply message. What is the ICMP message type? Compare the messages identifier and sequence number in the reply message with the corresponding numbers in the request message. So it is given here. Internet control, identifier, and the sequence number is given here, and the response time is also given here. Request frame is 48 and the response time is 63.998 microseconds. Using Wireshark, capture the traceroute protocol and examine the series of ICMP packets. So determine the destination addresses in the IP packet that carries the ICMP echo request compared to the addresses returned by the DNS response message. What are the protocol type and the time to live in the IP packet? Everything is given here. ICMP echo message, and the time to live is 1, and there is no response to that. Examine the ICMP message. What is the ICMP message type? What are the message identifier and sequence number? The same question is being asked twice. The sequence number and the identifier number. How many data bytes are carried in the request message? These many numbers. Length is 64. What are the source and destination addresses of the IP packet from the carries to ICMP time exceeded message? The source and the destination messages IP addresses are this, and the list the sequence of the sources IP addresses in the packet that carry the ICMP time exceeded messages. As you can see here, this shows the IP addresses in the packages that carry the ICMP time exceeded messages. 70 destination unreachable port, 66 TCP transmissions, 106 echo, and that's all with Wireshark. Wireshark can be used to find more traffic things and detailed things which we still don't know yet. So for knowing more, you should work and look through the software. Thank you.